Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018. We are away from home today against Apollon Limassol in our Euro Cup playoff first leg. Bookies here making us 4-7 favourites, which I guess is fair enough. We should be beating this team, but we did struggle in the previous round. So here we go basically. 4-3-3, which is what got us our 2-2 result that got us through to this point. Nobody really that we want to be bringing back in other than Suso here. We're going to bring him in for Borini. He can get 75 minutes, but obviously he's going to start on the bench because the formation obviously doesn't suit him. Romagnoli is wanted by Arsenal, which is just not going to happen, I'm afraid. But yeah, we've got this going here. It worked pretty well in the last game, so let's just carry on, see what we can do. 4-4-2 from Apollon here. So I think that these teams are going to fancy attacking us at home, which is why I'm setting up with this. Passionate, not aggressive. Which is why I'm setting up. excuse me, with this countering mentality. With 3 up front like this, because I expect teams. I encourage them. I expect teams to try and go at us at home. I don't think teams are going to come to the San Siro and expect to get too much joy out of us. So I expect them to be going, really going for it in their home patch. If we can get a draw away from home today again, it's not the end of the world. I fancy beating them at San Siro. 25 minutes gone, absolutely no action in the game, but we have a corner taken by Montolivo. Delivers it deep, header away. Frank Kessie will pick it up, edge of the area. Can he get a shot off here? On his left foot, he squares it for Bonucci! And it is 1-0 AC Milan. Leonardo Bonucci with his first goal for AC Milan, assisted by Frank Kessie. And we're 1-0 up in Cyprus. I'd struggle to claim this as a great result if we managed to win away here. But you know what? It ain't half bad. It ain't half bad. We're still trying to get the team really mingled together, really flowing properly. So to get the victory here, basically just to get through to the group stages, I'm going to be happy with at this early stage. Where we're still trying to find the team's identity. So Abati won back possession more than anyone else, but also lost it more than anyone else, so which is fair enough. Good number of touches the ball in the penalty area, which obviously means we're getting up to those strikers pretty well. Camley, yeah, I'm just going to say it's going well. We're not going to be, we're not going to absolutely lavish them with praise because it's just been okay, but it's going well. I don't see any changes that we actually want to make at half time. It's going okay, but we can't really throw in the youngsters at this point or anything like that. I just send them out there, hopefully to carry on where we left off. We didn't concede any chances, and we obviously have the 1-0 lead here. Whipped into the box, easy for Donnarumma to just fall on top of with his big afro. A quiet game really suits us at this point as Chari throws it in. Sardinero to Allen. Holding it up well, Frank Kessie trying to close down. Good ball round the corner to João Pedro. Gets a cross in, Romagnoli away, but it will come back to João Pedro. Puts it in, Donnarumma flaps it over the bar. And I hope that people can already see what I'm talking about with the goalkeepers. It's kind of a shambles, to be honest, how they've animated the goalkeepers, what they make the goalkeepers look like. I mean, I find video games aren't very kind to the goalkeepers. So 10 minutes gone in the second half now. Apollon obviously coming out more after half time. Assume the managers laid into them, told them to press forward here. They are having the better of the play in terms of possession. Here's Chari now with a throw in. João Pedro, 15 minutes roughly elapsed in this half. It's a chance. Headed over the bar. I think what we want to do now, with about half an hour left in the game, we want to switch. And we just want to retain the possession with some short passing, much lower tempo here. We'll go with a normal defensive line. We will keep Silva on. We will pull Cotrone for Musacchio. Bonucci can play in the middle. We will also, let's have a little look here, we'll pull Kalinic for Mastur, and we'll pull Montolivo for Çalhanoğlu. I think that's a fair change to make, and basically what we're going to do now is just try and suffocate the game, just try and keep the ball and ensure they don't get to make too many chances. It might be difficult for the team to change to this style now after being more direct. Çalhanoğlu's corner is an absolute horror show. Scooped away, but it should be picked up now. If we're on our toes, it's not going to be, is it? Oh, it is going to be picked up by Abate. Good play. Locatelli has Kessie in the middle here. Goes to him. Kessie has Silva front. No, goes to Mastur. Mastur losing it to Dimitriou. It's put over the top. It should be the defenders. Bonucci gets it. Scoops it out wide to Abate. Good ball into Locatelli. Front Kessie should make a bit of a move forward here. Nope, Çalhanoğlu picking it up as we just looked to it. Retain possession. Mastur into Andre Silva. Good ball. He holds it up back to Çalhanoğlu. Abate on the outside. Mastur to Kessie. Kessie digs one and it's over the bar. Okay, so this formation seems to be working better for us. Abate to Silva. We're creating a bit now. Andre Silva to Locatelli. Mastur, can he create an opportunity here? Mastur looking to shoot, goes in himself, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Or was it the bar? No, it was the bar apparently. Alan to João Pedro. Out wide, Sardinero. Picking it up here. Cuts it back, João Pedro, far too much space! That's 1-1. Yep, demand more. That is not good. Defensive frailties on show for everybody to see. Rodriguez particularly. He's carrying a 6.6 right now. I have no idea how it's that high because he's been absolutely ripped down that side by that João Pedro guy. 1-1 is still somewhat of a positive result, I guess, but we really want to win this. Çalhanoğlu whipping in a free kick. Front Kessie stoops. 2-1. Horrible defending there from Apollon. They really shouldn't concede that goal, but we won't complain. Front Kessie with a goal. Assist for Çalhanoğlu. Yep, and again, it's just about winning. It's just about winning at this point. Musacchio, Çalhanoğlu scoops it to Bonucci on the edge of the box. Locatelli. I think we'll probably just retain possession now to the referee's whistle. Abate, who has a knock to Locatelli, back to Abate, Çalhanoğlu, back to Abate again, possible chance to get it in, and it's easy for Bruno Valen, the Apollon goal. And that's that. It's a bruised ankle for Abate. João Pedro picking up man of the match, rightfully so, I must say, rightfully so. Yeah, we've done well, lads. Do you know what? We got a victory at this early point of the season. I'm going to just take it. I've inherited a squad that I'm not entirely happy with. Got a couple of injuries as well, so we'll take anything we can get. Bruised ankle, 1 to 2 days for Abate. And we've got the Fiorentina game coming up, which is a Monday game. I'll look at our dynamics here actually. So match cohesion. Nothing basically, just right down the middle, which isn't great. Team leaders Bonucci, Abate and Bilia. Okay. And in terms of the social groups, there's Silva, Conte and Çalhanoğlu, who are just other. Murati and Mastur are their own little social group, and everybody else fits into the core group, which is nice. Yeah, training is what I wanted to look at now because I haven't set this up yet. We want more match training. The main focus on training should be attacking, high level of intensity, mainly focus on the match tactics at the minute. And for Fiorentina, we want to focus on that to be attacking. Absolutely. Same for Apollon away at Genoa. Maybe we defend a little bit better. Against Inter, we want to be attacking them. So let's just go with that. Fiorentina coming up. Fiorentina's a game that I'm never quite sure about because sometimes you can play Fiorentina and they're absolute rubbish and you can just steamroller them, and sometimes Fiorentina just they look incredible and they just make you look like mugs. They've got quite a lot of good players. Astori at the back's pretty decent. Sportiello's not a bad keeper. Benassi's a good player. Oh, they actually have Benassi now from Torino. Simeone's a good striker as well. They also have Chiesa, I believe. Oh, they've got young Dragowski. Okay. Where is he? Yeah, Federico Chiesa. Thankfully he's suspended. He's a good player. Rated as a wonder kid now in this game. So this is the opening weekend of Serie A action. Of course, the teams we're mostly interested in here, the likes of Roma, Lazio, Napoli, Juve, maybe not so much. Juve are probably going to be an unreachable target. They start at home to Chievo, 3-0, 2 for Dybala and 1 for Bernardeschi, obviously formerly of Fiorentina, who will be playing on Monday. And Napoli drawing 0-0 away at newly promoted Benevento. So that's good news for us starting off. Hopefully we can see some poor results for Roma and Lazio before we go into the game. So here's that scouting meeting I was saying before. Our chief scout, Stefano Luscioro, I'm going to go with Luscioro, he's gone through the 22 suggestions in the scouting centre and brings our attention to the highest rated player, Ander Herrera. Keep scouting him. It would be awesome if we could get Ander Herrera actually. The reports suggest 18 to 34.5 million we could get him for, which I might be willing to pay that. Okay, so is there a team you consider ready to be able to make the breakthrough and push for continental qualification? I'm going to say AC Milan. Can we expect for you to attack? Yep, absolutely. It'd be nice to start with a win and get points on the board. Are you confident of a good start? Yes, our preparation is complete. I know the lads will get a good result. Many pundits suggest Leonardo Bonucci's performances will be the key factor in determining whether you have a successful season or not. Is that a fair assessment? Absolutely. Have you been able to settle upon a regular first choice team? I know the core of the team and who can be counted on. I don't believe in a first choice team with many talented players. Yeah, I'll go for that one. Pretty much because I don't know a first 11 so far. So here we go. Lazio at home to Cagliari and Roma travelling to Udinese. Inter, of course, obviously going to be important as well. They are away at Sassuolo, which could be a tough game. So let's see how that goes. Possibly need to watch Torino as well, considering Andrea Ballotti obviously up front can bang them in. As Sassuolo beat Inter. Lazio win 3-2. Not sure of the Roma result. We will find that out in a moment. Let's just skip the briefing. I'm already skipping that briefing. Let's see, Roma 0-0 away at Udinese, so a real chance to lay down a marker for us in our opening league game. Fitness test. Abate is capable. 75 for Suso. Billy and Bonaventura both fail the fitness test. So we're going to go with... what are we going to go with? We're going to go with our attacking 4-2-3-1 here. Let's just clear the team selection. So obviously Donnarumma. On the right we are going to go with Abate. He's capable, which is good enough for me at the moment. We're going to go with Bonucci on the right. We're going to go with Romagnoli on the left. The left wing back or full back will be Ricardo Rodriguez. The deep lying playmaker in there will be Manuel Locatelli, who we hope is going to transform into an excellent player. He has mad potential and is already pretty damn good at 19 years old. So he's going to be playing as a first team player. Franck Kessie, likewise. Kessie and Locatelli could be a mainstay partnership for years to come. Only 20 years old, Franck Kessie. Does Locatelli count as a wonder kid? No. Okay. On the right hand side, we're going to go with Suso. He's not exactly match fit at the moment, but we are going to play him. Let's just give him a personalised role out there. Inside forward, support duty. Tackle harder. I'm not going to really give him any more direction than that. Attacking midfielder is going to be Hakan Çalhanoğlu. We're also going to give a personalised instruction to tackle harder, shoot more often. That's what I'm going to give him. On the left, Bonaventura is apparently the best, but he's not ready to come in. So we're going to go with Borini. Shoot less often, dribble less, tackle harder through risky passes. All that looks good to me. Keep it simple, Borini. Andre Silva up front as a complete forward. And the bench will be Donnarumma, Musacchio, Locatelli, Calabria, Montolivo, Mastur. Oh, that's right, 12 subs in Italy. Lovely. Mastur and Cotrone, that'll be the first 7, the proper bench, and then players that we can just fire in because we have the space. Storari, Sportelli, Gustavo Gomez, who is actually awaiting to move on loan. Let's see. Zanalato and Kalinic. Actually, let's take Storari out for Moratti. We don't need 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Okay, so that's the formation that we're going to go with. That's the players we're going to go with here. Rodriguez and Borini starting to form a bit of a bond. No such bond coming between Calhanoglu and Silva. Francesi and Locatelli forming a bit of a bond. Likewise with Bonucci and Romagnoli. Yeah, let's go for it. First competitive league game of the season against Fiorentina. They're going with a 4-2-3-1 as well. Simeone up front. Benassi plays. Astori plays. Sportiello plays. So a lot of good players for them there. I'm not really sure about the 3 in behind. We'll have to take a little look at those in a moment. Passionately, let's give the fans a performance they're expecting. Let's auto set the instructions. End the team talk. Go to the tunnel. I'm not going to single out individuals. Let's go. Encourage the team. And what we're going to look at just now, we're going to have a little look at these guys. Gil Diaz, good player on loan from Monaco. Good player, nothing more. Isiric, who is at Fiorentina, again, good player, nothing more. And Cyril Theriou, good player, nothing more. 34 years old. Yeah, so there are an okay 3 that are in behind, but they don't look particularly dangerous. Hopefully we can just go out and assert ourselves here. Giovanni Simeone picks up his first yellow card of the season within 10 minutes. Donnarumma going long with a goal kick towards Calhanoglu, who probably won't beat the man in the air. Theriou gets it to Benassi, scoops it forward for Simeone, who has a bit of space to work with. Driving at is Locatelli's challenge, bounces off the defender, plays in the man, and it's Valentin Isiric, and it is 1-0 to Fiorentina. Debut goal in the San Siro for the Fiorentina man. Gaspar now throws it in, headed away by Calhanoglu. Borini trying to compete, loses out to Gaspar. Into Badelj. Pizzella forward for Gil Diaz to chase. Rodriguez cuts it out well, and it's a terrible pass forward now. Gaspar just cushions it to Pizzella. Benassi now scoops it forward to Gil Diaz, easily available. Rodriguez getting stuck in though, does pinch it back. Has to play a simple pass to Borini, there you go. Borini keeps it simple, gives it away to the goal scorer. Now Diaz, Benassi. Forward, the goal scorer now. Forward to Simeone. Flicks it back through. And Francesi gives away a penalty. 15.5 minutes gone, and it is looking desperate for AC Milan. Number 9, who I assume is Simeone, stepping up for the pen. Simeone versus Donnarumma. 2-0. 2-0. We absolutely have to demand more out of them here. This is getting embarrassing already. 2-0 down at the San Siro. Sportiello with a goal kick for Fiorentina now. Goes long. Rodriguez should just cushion this down. Oh, he takes a nice touch. Romagnoli now forward. It's a terrible pass again. Simeone now scoops it out wide. Cyril Theriou drives and hits the side netting. But what is going on with our passing? Right. I'm changing it already. Changing it to the narrow because this is just atrocious. Borini's coming off. Musacchio can come in. Just atrocious so far. Suso can go in behind Silva with Calhanoglu. They can play narrow. And we can go with this formation. But my God, has this been terrible. atrocious performances. Bonucci has a 6.2. The big man who was going to come in and be a rock at Milan. Anyways, headed away. Locatelli now as we try and get a goal back for half time. Front Kessie. Out wide to Rodriguez. Good touch. Can he shape a cross here? Give somebody a chance. Abate arrives. And he's not made a good enough connection. Sportiello with a good catch. But at least it's a sign of progress. Although it looks like a 2-0 half-time scoreline. And that's exactly what it is. 2-0 to Fiorentina at half-time. Let's see what the analysis is. Regained possession well in central areas in the middle third of the pitch. Who cares? Lost lots of possession in central areas in the middle third of the pitch. Basically, so it's just a tit-for-tat battle in there. And struggled for possession in the opponent's half. Okay, they absolutely have to be put on blast here. Your pride is at stake here today, guys. Come on. Let's see something. I'm going to bring on young Cotrone. He can play as the striker, but... Oh, what I'm also going to change, I'm going to take away retained possession, make the passing mixed, and up the tempo. Because we really need to do something here. They've been stuck on 6 shots for quite a while now. At least they're not getting any of the play. But sadly, we're not getting any either. We're gone, nothing happening. And my problem is, I just feel like we lack the resources on the bench to actually make any change here now that we're chasing the game. Abate to Çalhanoğlu, losing the ball. I mean, look at the desire from the Fiorentina players. Where is our version of that? Abate, yeah, they're going to get sent off. I fucking knew that was coming. It's just an absolute horror show all round from us. The referee takes an eternity to walk over to actually send him off. There's the second yellow card. Rodriguez is going to come off for Montalivo, I guess, who can sit in there. You go more direct passing now, normal back line. I mean, yeah, we've just been absolutely picked apart by Fiorentina today. We've been terrible going forward, we've been shambolic at the back. Susso's throw to Montalivo, into the box, loses it. Kessie picks it up, plays it to Cotrone, loses it. Big scramble in the middle, breaks to Montalivo. Cotrone now, no angle, so look at the closing down of the Fiorentina players. Montalivo, Locatelli, Çalhanoğlu, backs to goal the whole way though. Amazing closing down from Fiorentina. Locatelli to Kessie. Susso now. We don't have any width, we can't afford to have any width with the man sent off. Romagnoli down the line, Susso ventures out wide, picks it up. Completely surrounded by 4 Fiorentina players. Played forward, Romagnoli scoops it back to Çalhanoğlu, finds Cotrone, who's going to have to basically try and take on the defender here, gets a long shot off, it's over the bar. It's a decent effort from him. But what I will say, obviously we're disappointed with the way the game's going, but what I will say is I'm impressed with the way the match engine was handling the man down there. We just couldn't get anything. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Montalivo, who came on for Abate when Abate had 2 yellow cards, picks up 2 yellow cards himself, and off he goes. He was on for what, 15 minutes? If that? Oh, what is this? Segundo Volante. Different from the deep line playmaker in that their role is primarily a defensive one, best suited to being paired with an anchor man, and is also different from the ball winning midfielder in that they often run with the ball or arrive with a late run into the opposition penalty area, much the way as box to box does. As a support, it will look to support the attack, whilst picking and choosing his opportunities to arrive late in the box. The attack duty will get further forward frequently and look to arrive late in the opposing penalty area. That sounds kind of interesting, like it could be something to use. Yeah, Regista for Locatelli. I mean, to say this has been a poor Serie A debut for me is an understatement. The ref appears to have dropped his red card down there on the pitch. as Benassi lines up a shot, hits the post, hits Donnarumma, and away it goes. What I think we're going to do... Nah, we're not. I was going to go to contain to just stop it getting any more embarrassing, but I just can't bring myself to do that. Astori hits it long. It's all over. 2-0, we've lost a game. There's nothing I can do more than just lay into them here. Aggressively, not good enough. Abate's going to get a warning. Montolivo's going to get a fine. Abate banned for a match. Warned. Skip the press conference, I'm not showing my face. Montolivo is going to get a 1-week fine, which is more than fair. He came on for about 15 minutes, picked up 2 and got sent off. Discuss the issue. You both let both yourself and your teammates down. You're fined. Regret my actions. Still think it's unfair. I can understand where you're coming from. Fine. Okay. So, work to be done. Work to be done. I think getting through the European games when we were performing poorly made me think that perhaps we were going to be the side that would just dig out results. Playing against Fiorentina, clearly there was work to be done. That was a horrendous performance there. Perhaps need to dip into the transfer market. We have 21 million, 80 million in wages. So perhaps we have to take a look at something. I will do that off screen when I come back if we've signed anyone or if we're looking into anyone. Then obviously I'll make that clear. Next episode, let's have a look at Alan Ruiz. Actually, he's not a bad player. Give me a little report on him for 8.75. It's not a bad option. So basically, that's what I'm going to do in between episodes. Just have a little look through here. See if there's anybody that we're interested in picking up. Maybe Michael Carrick. Some good experience there. Let's get a report on him as well. Yeah, so basically, that's what we're going to do in between episodes. Next time when we come back, if we have a look at our schedule here, it will be the second leg at San Siro this time against Apollon Limassol. And then we will be away at Genoa, which will round out the transfer window. At the end of that episode, we will round out the window, and we will have our final squad for the first half of the season. That will be confirmed. And then after the break, we come back with Inter and Roma, which will be a huge make or break period, I think. And actually, after that, looking forward, we've got Torino and Napoli, so that's a huge 4-game window there. But we want to set that up by getting through in Europe against Apollon, and then by getting a positive result away at Genoa. So hopefully we can get that. That'll be in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, drop down below and leave a like. It'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're wanting to follow the series and see how it goes as we try and shape this side. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.